is ABC15 Mornings.
Preparing for the peak of wildfire season.
Be at 110% and help, extinguish these fires.
As the threat grows, fire crews are ready to get on the front lines.
I'm Joe St. George in Burlington, Vermont. The Black Lives Matter movement prompted cities around the country to discuss police funding. We head to a city that actually defunded the police and why some have regrets 2 years later.
Back on the stage.
He wiped away some tears. He was smiling, but you could tell that he was really overcome by the moment.
Chris Rock begins his tour and reacts to the Oscar slap.
Retiring from acting.
Come out to the coast, we get together, have a few laughs.
Bruce Willis dealing with severe health issues.
Dealing with late fees.
Have rolled back a lot of their overdraft fees, or at least made it easier to avoid them. We may see the same thing with credit card late fees.
Are credit card companies taking advantage of you?
Hey, you know what? It's something a lot of people reaching for right now, right?
Yeah, just to make up for all the difference with the inflation and for everything that we're paying for right now.
So we're going to try to teach you how to beat them at their own game, basically.
Exactly. All right, well, we are thrilled that you're here with us on a Thursday. We appreciate it. We know you have a choice for local news. I'm Kaylee O'Kelly.
And I'm Nick Soletti. Let's check in with meteorologist Jorge Torres right now, who's got a quick preview of that most accurate forecast. Hey, Jorge.
Hey, good morning, everyone. We're starting to see the skies beginning to clear out a little bit, a few passing clouds. The sunrise in about 15 minutes or so. Should be a fantastic day and a warmer day compared to yesterday. In fact, right now, we're tracking temperatures here in the valley now down to 60 degrees under those partly cloudy skies, which will be on again, off again throughout the day. Winds light from the east at 8, and they should be light for the remainder of the day, too, for this last day of March, in fact. But the dew point has been on the higher end thanks to the storm that rolled through a couple of days ago. Now, your activity planner is looking fantastic for the outdoors today, whether it be running, hiking, or biking, or perhaps heading to some spring training games later this afternoon. Our high today expected to reach 82 degrees, which is where we should be. No 90s in the forecast, at least today and for the rest of the week. Next week, though, could be a different story. We'll talk more about the heat we're anticipating in the next 7 days in just a few minutes. But first, check out those morning roads with Justin Pizzero, who's filling in for Megan Thompson. Good morning, Justin.
Yeah, good morning, Jorge. Yeah, let's go straight to the maps right here. One of the trouble spots this morning, the I-10. We're already starting to see that build. You can just see all of that orange and yellow as we go over here to the Loop 101. This is where normally where we see some slow spots, if I could talk. That's actually improved in the last couple of minutes. We just saw some red right there as folks were trying to get from the 101 onto the 10. You can see that is actually moving pretty smooth right now. As far as the rest of the I-10 then goes, it is starting to build pretty quick here. 29 minutes from the 303 to the mini stack. The 17 that actually just improved just a few minutes ago. Thankfully, it's just a lot of stop and go. The 51 is looking pretty good as well. But thankfully, Kaylee, we have no accidents to report at this point.
It's almost 3 minutes past 6, and this morning we do expect more details from the Pinal County Sheriff's Office on a deputy shot in the line of duty. Now, the Sheriff's Office says the deputy was responding to a trespassing call in the Dudleyville area. That's actually about an hour east of Florence, and when he got on scene, he was shot. The deputy returning fire, hitting the shooter. Both were taken to the hospital. There are no details just yet on their conditions.
More reactions pouring in right now after Governor Doug Ducey signed a number of new bills into law this week, two of them dealing with restrictions for the transgender community. Amelia Fabiano is live for us at the state capitol. Amelia, some protests are already being planned for later this morning.
Yeah, Nick, in a few hours, LGBTQ plus advocates are planning to demonstrate out here in front of the Capitol. They are against two bills that the governor just signed yesterday. So let's go over what they are. The first is Senate Bill 1138. This one has to do with gender reassignment surgery. It does not allow the surgery until someone is 18 years old. The second is focused on sports. Senate Bill 1165 bans transgender girls from playing on biological girls' sports teams. All Arizona public schools and any private schools will need to designate their teams based on biological sex of the participating students. The Arizona Interscholastic Association says it'll follow that new law, and the governor says the move is about a level playing field.
Bill on sports is about fairness. It's about fairness, pure and simple, and it's also about protecting girls' sports and protecting female sports.
For the last 10 or 12 years, we have had a policy on transgender that we have followed, but with the signing of this bill, then we will be required to follow state law, and we will do that.
So both bills signed into law despite the strong objections of Phoenix Pride groups. The American Civil Liberties Union also plans to challenge these laws in court. And we know advocates of these bills, of these bans on transgender people, say they're needed to provide a level playing field for people. They don't want transgender people to have an unfair advantage, what they believe is an unfair advantage in sports. We know several other states have also put similar laws into place, including Texas, Mississippi, and Alabama. Reporting live from the state capitol this morning, Amelia Fabiano, ABC 15 Arizona.
And a number of these groups are already vowing to bring legal challenges about to this, Amelia. In the meantime, the governor also signing a bill that bans abortions after 15 weeks. There is an exception for medical emergencies that could impact the life and health of the mother. Doctors who break the law could be charged with a felony. Right now, the U.S. Supreme Court is reviewing a similar ban in Mississippi. That ruling will ultimately determine what happens here in Arizona and across the nation.
In addition, Governor Ducey signed a bill ending the COVID-19 state of emergency declaration. It was issued March 11th of 2020. One piece of this will remain valid. Thousands of temporary healthcare workers who came into the state during the pandemic will have their licenses extended through January of next year.
The push to fight violent crime getting the attention of President Joe Biden this morning. His new budget proposal includes a $30 billion increase in funds to help police departments. This morning, our Joe St. George takes a closer look at what's happening in cities that cut back on police budgets.
A lot of cities talked about defunding the police. You guys actually did it.
We did, yeah.
Let's go for a walk, shall we, with City Councilman Jack Hansen. He doesn't represent you, but he does represent Burlington, Vermont. I get it. This isn't where you live, but it can give your town unique perspective on how the police funding debate in our country is going. After the police protests and outcry in 2020, Jack and other city leaders here told police they needed to cut around 30 positions, a 30% cut.
As people would leave, we wouldn't replace them.
2 years later, how's it going?
It's been mixed.
Opinions now vary. The police chief told me officers have either retired or decided to work elsewhere. Recruitment has been challenging. Now, only 60 officers are able to respond to calls. That's around 20 short of what independent studies and even many city councilmen want.
Gun incidents are up, burglaries.
Kelly Devine runs the business association here and says a lack of police has resulted in a rise in unsolved petty theft and vandalism, which impacts business.
This downtown needs to be for everybody. It needs to be for families, young children.
So is defunding still happening?
We got into a situation where we just didn't have enough public safety response.
Jack, who voted to defund the police 2 years ago, actually voted in recent months to give $800,000 worth of retention and sign-on bonuses to officers. There's a separate effort to create more police positions, too. This shift is happening around the country. New York City voted to cut funding too in 2020. 2 years later, it has increased following a spike in violent crime. In Minneapolis, there were initial cuts. Now, more funding. In Baltimore, a similar story. As a sign of how much has changed, President Biden this week put a $30 billion increase in police funding in his budget.
Ultimately, I think we are moving in the right direction.
Back in Burlington, Jack doesn't want you to think the defund movement was a complete failure. Programs to help the mentally ill got improved nationwide, and police budgets are now better scrutinized.
A huge change was made in a short amount of time.
In Burlington, Vermont, I'm Joe St. George.
Well, it is Wildfire Awareness Week. Right now, crews in Arizona are preparing to be on the front lines of a wildfire this season, and wildland firefighters do go through this annual refresher training. They cover all kinds of different skills needed to fight fires, wildfires in particular. It's not just physical, there's also mental health preps that go into place, even for fire crews who have been doing this for decades.
It's almost second nature for us, knowing that we're going to be having a long fire season, knowing that we're going to be working long hours, knowing that we're going to be away from home.
And he just said it. Officials are expecting this to be an active wildfire season since we really didn't see a lot of rain in our winter months.
Next on ABC 15 Mornings, the threat of severe weather overnight. There were several radar-confirmed tornadoes. The damage is extensive, and it could get worse today.
And his first time on stage since Sunday's Academy Awards, what comedian Chris Rock had to say to his audience.
And a live look right now. This is the I-10 at 43rd Avenue. This is one of the trouble spots this morning. So if you are headed out the door, you need to take I-10. A heads up, We're seeing a lot of slowing on this road. We're going to go over your desert drive times coming up.
Thank you for starting your day with ABC15 Mornings.
On this Thursday morning, catching you up on your top stories here at 6:12. President Biden getting his second COVID-19 booster from Pfizer. The FDA giving the green light, meantime, for adults 50 and older to get a fourth shot. The president also urging Congress to pass more COVID-19 funding. This morning, the South is bracing for another day of severe weather. Hundreds of thousands of power outages reported after possible tornadoes from Arkansas to Alabama. And several areas badly damaged in storms last week were hit again. At least 7 people were left with injuries after a twister hit Arkansas. Well, tomorrow the House will vote on a bill to legalize marijuana at the federal level. It's called the MORE Act, and it would remove marijuana from the list of federally controlled substances. It would also eliminate criminal penalties for manufacturing, distributing, or possession. And some sad news to share with you this morning. Bruce Willis is stepping away from acting. His family releasing a statement saying the 67-year-old action star has been diagnosed with aphasia, which is impacting his cognitive abilities. It's a disorder that affects your ability to speak or comprehend language.
New this morning, Chris Rock back on stage for the first time since he was slapped by Will Smith during the Oscars. The comedian mentioning the now infamous moment during a show in Boston last night, which had its own drama. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimber.
Overnight, Chris Rock breaking his silence in the wake of the Will Smith Oscars slap.
How was your weekend?
In this audio obtained by Variety, Rock publicly addressing the incident.
I don't have like a bunch of about what happened. I'm still kind of processing what happened. So at some point I'll talk about this.
ABC News entertainment producer Anastasia Williams was in the audience at Rock's performance in Boston last night, his first since the Oscars. She says Rock got emotional as the audience gave him a prolonged standing ovation.
He wiped away some tears. He was smiling, but you could tell that he was really overcome by the moment.
But the performance was not without incident. At one point, a heckler interrupted Rock.
Chris definitely noticed that person because he actually stopped the show and he said something like, is this person going to take out a gun and out of his pocket and shoot me? Which I think was half a joke, half what's kind of going on.
In this video, you can see the suspect lashing out at police outside the theater before he's taken into custody. Meanwhile, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences now revealing that Smith was asked to leave the Oscars after he slapped Rock, but he refused. The Academy now apologizing to Rock, saying, "Mr. Rock, we apologize to you for what you experienced on our stage and thank you for your resilience in that moment." The Academy also announcing it has begun disciplinary proceedings and adding, "While we would like to clarify that Mr. Smith was asked to leave the ceremony and refused, we also recognize we could have handled the situation differently." Oscars co-host Wanda Sykes now speaking out against Smith, calling his actions sickening and adding she spoke to Rock after the ceremony.
The first thing he said was, "I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "Why are you apologizing?" He's like, "It was supposed to be your night."
The Academy could expel Will Smith or sanction him, but it's not expected to take away his Oscar. Andrew Dimber, ABC News, New York.
Time right now is 6:16 on your last day of March morning. I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres, and here is the latest drought monitor update. Just came in this morning, and no changes compared to last week. The majority of Arizona still under some form of drought. That's indicated by those darker shades you see essentially right around the border there, but the yellow just means abnormally dry, not technically a drought. That is some good news, and hopefully we'll get some more rain over the next few weeks and months as we progress through the rest of your spring and into summer and the monsoon season. But as far as rain chances now, we are tracking a few light showers in far northern parts of Arizona, right along the border with Utah there in the Grand Circle, and even some snow as you head toward the Grand Canyon area, but everyone else fairly quiet on this Thursday morning with temperatures right now at 30 degrees in Flagstaff. That is below freezing. Same in Window Rock across the Navajo Nation, 42 in Winslow, and across the lower deserts this morning, temperatures in the 50s and even lower 60s from the valley into the west there in Mojave County, 65, for example, in Lake Havasu City. Your hiking forecast showing those temperatures remaining in the 50s through at least about 7 o'clock, then reaching those mid 60s 60s by 9 and warmer still by the afternoon. In fact, we are calling for highs to reach generally the lower 80s, which is where we should be for this time of year. 77 in Anthem and Cave Creek, 81 in Deer Valley, 82 in Glendale and Laveen, 83 there. Same in Goodyear and Buckeye too. And in the Southeast Valley, there in Santan Valley, for example, you'll be just shy of 80 degrees. Here's your spring training forecast. Temperatures will be generally in the upper 70s to a lower 80s right around first pitch and reaching the lower 80s by the afternoon. Either way, a fantastic one with some breezes here and there, but really no major issues today as far as the wind. Futurecast showing disturbance number 1 crossing the Four Corners area later today. So there is that chance for showers as you head toward areas like Navajo and Apache counties. Once that storm moves out, we'll dry out for several days with clear skies, and then another disturbance moves in beginning late Sunday into early Monday. That will produce another round of showers up in the Four Corners area, along with breezy conditions in the valley. And then high pressure builds Tuesday onward, and that will allow those temperatures to skyrocket into the 90s eventually. But your 7-day showing temperatures in the 80s today in the valley with lows near 60, and we stay in the upper 80s for the early part of the weekend, mid 80s again Sunday and Monday, and there are those 90s Tuesday and Wednesday. Flagstaff, slight chance of a shower today, otherwise cool with highs in the 50s, 60s beginning Friday into the weekend. Another chance of rain beginning Sunday through early next week.
ABC15 Desert Drive Time, sponsored by Accident Law Group.
It's about 6:18. Let's get a check on your traffic, sponsored by Accident Law Group. Megan Thompson has the morning off, so I'll be taking a look at the roads with you this morning. I-10, that is the trouble spot this morning. As we go to the maps, you can see some of that slowing there, basically starting west of the 101. This is a live look at the US 60. This is at Gilbert. You can see traffic is moving pretty smooth. Your desert drive times, you can just tell that right there. 16 minutes from the 202 to the 10 westbound, so not bad at all. The rest of the roads in the East Valley looking pretty good as well. Over then on the West Valley, 30 minutes to get from the 303 to the mini stack on I-10. That is just continuing to build as we move on through the morning. Thankfully, the 17 and the 51 not so bad. The traffic predictor you can see on the I-10, you're going to be going about 40 miles an hour during your 7 o'clock hour. That's from the 303 to the mini stack. The 17 is looking better, though. That's going to be about 56 miles an hour to get down the 17 into downtown Phoenix. And then the 51, you're going to be speeding if you're going 64 miles an hour, but it is pretty smooth from the 101 to the mini stack.
6:19, time to grab your favorite coloring book because it's National Crayon Day.
To celebrate, Crayola is giving away free custom crayon boxes. It's easy to get your hands on these. Just register online and then go to the Crayola Experience store. It's in Chandler. Fill your box with 32 crayons from that massive and impressive Pick Your Pack wall.
Well, you've made your bed, now lie in it, but how you lie in it could hurt your health. At 6:25, how your sleep position affects how many Z's you're getting.
And dealing with gas prices at 6:33, a major announcement expected today from the White House as we start to get into this busy travel season.
How much privacy do you give up each time you install a new app on your phone? At 6:44, our Joe Ducey with an important warning all of us need to hear.
At 6:48, oh boy, we're inching back into the 90s. Jorge working on his updated Super 7-day forecast. There's a new warning to share with you from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Late fees for credit cards are expected to go up with inflation. Officials say nearly all of the top credit card issuers did set their late fees at or near the maximum legal level, which is right around $30 for that first missed payment.
Well, the Great Resignation continues. The number of Americans quitting their jobs rose to 4.4 million last month, and economic experts warn those numbers could rise.
We have a lot of unfilled positions. People feel comfortable about quitting their current jobs if they're not completely happy with it because they know they can find another one, pretty fast.
So the latest report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics found more workers quit retail, manufacturing, and state and local government jobs. Fewer people quit finance and insurance jobs. The data also showing for every one person looking for a job, there were nearly 2 positions available.
Well, we do spend more than a third of our lives sleeping, right? So getting a good night's rest can depend on the way your body is positioned in your bed. Sleep specialists say when you're on your back, that's actually the worst position to be in while you sleep, especially if you have sleep apnea. It can also make you snore more. Sleeping on your stomach helps to keep your airways open, but that can put a strain on your spine and on your neck.
There's a host of evidence overall suggesting that probably sleeping on the side is better.
And sleep experts say Side sleeping is actually best for those with neck and back pain, and especially if you put a small pillow between your knees. It can also reduce snoring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, might help with some romance there.
Does that work for French bulldogs too?
You have to get Larry just like a little tiny pillow. That would actually be super cute.
He is a snore factory, let me tell you.
Oh, I love it. He's so cute. Okay, so cruising. Do you love to cruise around on two wheels? We do have an event for you on this morning's bulletin board.
Cyclo Mesa Bicycle Festival taking over downtown Saturday. This is one of the largest bike festivals in the entire state, and it is totally free. How about that?
Well, here's an added bonus. You can watch BMX stunt shows, ride on an 80-foot-long rattlesnake bike, or giant butterfly bikes. There's also a bike rodeo, a rock wall, zip line, interactive art, games, live music, and no festival is complete without the food truck line.
Phoenix Children's also giving away free bike helmets. This goes from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. A day of fun for everybody who likes to ride their bikes. That is on today's bulletin board.
Well, up next at 6:30 here on ABC 15 Mornings, dealing with the stress that comes with finances. Life does cost more right now. We're sharing an alarming new report that shows people are running out of money between paychecks.
Gas prices, they've been at record highs since Russia began invading Ukraine, and we are hours away from the government's new plan to control prices and get more money into our wallets.
Well, he was an iconic civil rights leader. Today is Cesar Chavez Day, and still ahead, I'll show you how the city of Phoenix is honoring his legacy.
It's a mild start on your Thursday morning with temperatures currently in the upper 50s and lower 60s throughout the valley. We'll be climbing throughout the day into the 70s and eventually the 80s. But when will the 90s come back to our forecast? That answer is coming up in your Super 7-day forecast after the break.